Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. I'm Rukari, and today we're playing Under the Bridge. Not literally, kids, please don't play around under your nearest bridge, but this is a cute little visual novel about some childhood friends that play under a bridge. I don't know. We got a bunny guy, a ambiguous cat dog, and this foxy fella that I think suits me pretty well. As always, I am Rukari. I'm never not going to be Rukari. But this is just another fun little game I found on Itch.io that I wanted to play for the month of love. Again, because I'm alone in reality. I'm just stuck in my bedroom in, minus 20-degree weather because thanks, Winter Storm. Anyways, we're gonna play Under the Bridge. That's it. That's all I got. I got nothing else for you. Just watch the cutscene. Huh? What do you mean? I said, what are you wearing? So we know what to look for when you get here. You pause. I mean, I understood what you said, but it's only been a few years. Did you forget what I look like? You hear something like a snort from the phone. 4 years is a long time, Rukari. I've seen how crazy kids get when they move out to college. What am I wearing? I don't even know. I've got on a big fluffy purple robe and leopard print pajamas, if you really need to know. It hasn't been that long, has it? The days are smeared together in your memory, though certain images stand out to you. Cramped auditoriums, overflowing football games, long evenings of staring at monitors, studying and doing homework and writing papers, playing video games, sleeping too much. On paper, 4 years does seem like a long time. But looking back at it all, the voice on the phone continues, cutting off your train of thought. Cults are all the rage in college campuses these days. Frats and sororities may as well be cults, but with all their candles and wine and dead languages. You could have gotten a face tattoo or shaved yourself bald for all I know. You can practically hear her smiling as she talks. The joke is followed by a giggle, then some murmuring. There's someone else there with her. Okay, seriously though, we gotta know what to look for. You throw a glance around the bus. The luggage in the overhead compartments suggests there are more passengers, but you only see one other person. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm basically the only rider here. This bus is a ghost ship. Ooh, spooky. Maybe it's haunted. Did you remember to pack your emergency holy water? With all the signs of age and wearing on the bus, you'd almost believe it really was haunted. I did, but I got thirsty. Good! Ghosts will leave you alone for a while, until you piss it out at least. Gross. She replies with laughter. Then you can use it as a weapon. No, don't pee on ghosts. Let's not get arrested so soon from coming home. Honestly, if I drank holy water, I'd probably just combust. Just pray and spray. Okay, I get it. Your disgust sends her into another fit of giggle and snorts. The second voice can be heard again, through the laughter. It's a woman's voice, and she seems to be asking what's the matter. You speak, cutting through her laughter. I'm going to rest for a bit, but I'll see you at the station. The laughs calm down as the speaker forms her reply, her voice stumbling on residual giggles. Okay, we'll be on the lookout for a haunted shaven cultist who smells like holy urine. Bye-bye! You start, but her last words are quickly followed by a soft beep beep, and the phone call is over. You look down at your phone to check the time. According to the travel schedule, the bus will be arriving at the Bridge City bus station in a quarter hour. You lean back in a seat and turn your head towards the window. Trees. Gas station. More trees. You yawn. Wow, this person really does live in New England. That's literally all there is. The rocking road and purring engine rock you gently. Your eyelids feel heavy. The passing buildings and road signs lose their shape, becoming momentary smears of yellows and greens and reds. It's not long before you fall asleep. Okay, this is me. We're in New England, we fell asleep on the bus, and we get woken up when it finally actually stops and the bus driver kicks us off. The sharp hiss of the bus as it pulls into the station snaps you out of your sleep. You instinctually pat at your side to feel for your phone. Into the line, fellers! The bus driver lazily turns, passing his gaze back at the other passenger and then at you. The other passenger stands, grabs 2 pieces of luggage from the compartment above, and makes his way off the bus, all in one practiced move. You rise, grabbing your bag, and move to the front. You reach up and yank one small suitcase off of its shelf as you make your way off the bus. Hey, kid! Kid? Does he mean you? You face him. Those bags up there, they're not yours? You shake your head. Do you want them? I mean, they probably belong to someone who needs them, right? No? He chuckles. More for me, then. His delivery is dry. You're pretty sure it's a joke. 90% sure. Have a nice day, kid. He smiles and nods towards you as you make your way off the bus. There's a worn-down bench and a rusted garbage can in front of you, both underneath an awning. About 20 yards to your left, there's another, uglier station. A young pair of women stand out among the grime and litter, seated on the bench underneath the awning. Bus doors rattle behind you as they slide close. The bus hisses from below and slowly lurches forward towards the next station where the women are seated. They present their singular shared ticket and eagerly board the bus with glee. You wonder what they could be doing. Maybe they're eloping. To be young and in love. Starstruck lovers running away together, forging their own path in this cruel, cruel world. Goodbye friends, goodbye family, tears will be shed and hearts broken, but they'll survive, for as everyone knows, true love conquers all until it doesn't and you get divorced because you made a rash decision, but sometimes you have to make rash decisions to pursue your true self. Anyways, it's strong and it's sudden and it can be cruel sometimes, but it might just save their lives. You hum a song to yourself. It's been a long time since you felt any romance yourself. But now that you think about it, your situation is all starting to look like the premise to a cheesy young adult romance blockbuster film. The relatable hero comes back to the small town home of Bridge City for a few months. They meet up with old and new friends, old flames are rekindled, all under the intense heat of the summer sun. Will they find true love? Will it be easy? Is it a comedy, a thrilling drama, or something bloodier? I want to be the killer in a horror movie! Maybe this is a chance you've been waiting. There's always got to be someone screaming, Rukari! Dang it, I didn't know I could hit that note. The familiar voice comes from behind you. Over here, Space Cadet! It's about time you showed up! Bonnie waves vigorously at you. Her excitement is radiant, and you can't help but chuckle when you see her massive grin. You smile and wave back at her. Aw, boo! You didn't shave your head! A dismissing snort comes from the other side of the car. Rebecca looks up from her phone and towards you. Her cold, piercing eyes scan over your body. You feel her silently judging you. Her stare sends a chill down your spine. You find yourself holding your breath. Well? There's impatience in her voice. Let's get moving! Without another word, Rebecca steps into the driver's seat of the car. You finally exhale when she looks away from you. Oh, what's the rush, Reb? We've got all day. We gotta catch up on old times. You have work to do, and so do I. Oh, work, work, work! Bonnie mutters as she walks around to the back of the car and pops open the trunk. You tighten your grip around your backpack and luggage and move. The trunk is filled with toolboxes, spare parts, metal scraps, and assorted junk. Jeez, Reb, do you ever clean out this trunk? You know I need my tools for work, Bonnie. You and Bonnie clear out just enough space to fit your luggage in. I'll just keep my bag with me. You place your luggage in and Bonnie throws the trunk down. Easy peasy. Maybe for you, I got grease on my hands. She's looking down at her hands with annoyance. Inky black grease stains her hands. An impish smirk spreads across her face, and she turns to you. She extends both arms out towards you and tilts her head back. Blah! Brain! She takes a step towards you, and her hands close in on your face. You flash a glimpse at the car and see Rebecca's eyes in the rearview mirror. Her stare isn't as prying as it was before, but you still feel her judging. Her intimidating glare almost distracts you from the imminent zombie attack. Nah, I'm gonna catch your hands. Don't you get that shit on my face. You bring up your hands just in time to catch hers by the wrists. Nope, nice try, Zani. Bonnie attempts to wrestle through your defenses, but the zombieism has left her muscles useless against your superior mortal strength. Lame. She giggles and lets go. You look to the car and see Rebecca is still staring at you through the mirror. Though this time, her eyes glance away when they meet yours. Okay, okay. Bonnie wipes her hands on her thighs. It leaves a dark stain on her scrubs. Let's get it moving. You nod and follow Bonnie around the side of her car. Shotgun! She hops into the passenger seat as Rebecca turns the engine over. You follow, first throwing your bag into the back seat of the car, then yourself. Just yeet yourself in, flop across the entire back seat. The genuine leather seats are dark as night. It's spotless. Rebecca probably doesn't let many people ride with her. Not just the leather, but the upholstery, dashboard, windows, everything looks factory new. And there's no new car smell. It's clear Rebecca works hard to maintain this level of perfection. You place your hand flat on the seat beside you and let out a whistle that says, wow. Right? I usually think Rebecca works way too hard on her car. Bonnie sinks into her seat and takes a deep breath. But then I go for a ride and I eat my words every time. This is the one? The Knoxville? Rebecca's eyes don't leave the road. She nods deeply. 1959 Atlanta Knoxville. Everything you see is refurbished or original. The engine and paint job are my own personal touch. Wow. You finally got it. You used to talk about it so much, but I never thought it'd be real. She nods again. I found the last part, the suspension, while I was doing some work near the impound lot. Clyde and we hopped the fence one night to make sure the suspension was a fit. I drove past every day. It was weeks before the owner finally showed up. I tracked him down and we had a talk. She slowly rolls her thumb over the head of the gear shift knob. And now it's mine. Bonnie interrupts Rebecca's story. Wait, hold on, Reb. You missed the turn. I know. We gotta pick up Clyde. Bonnie speaks. Clyde! It's been weeks since I've heard from him. What's he been up to? Is he in prison yet? Rebecca chuckles. No prison yet, somehow. I've no clue what he's up to. He says he's not grifting anymore, but I don't buy that for a second. I don't know what he'd do if he couldn't work his hustles. Yeah, but they sure are fun sometimes. Have you ever played 3-card Monty with him? It's super fun. Good cash, too. Yeah. Cons and scams, all fun and games until someone loses an eye. Bonnie gasps. Red! You're terrible! Bonnie still snickers, despite the apparent poor taste of the joke. I have a character you'd love to meet. Rebecca pulls the car along the sidewalk and shifts to park. This neighborhood seems bleak. It's a graveyard of abandoned workshops and warehouses. There's neither foot nor car traffic on this street. There's little reason for anyone to be here so early in the morning. Rebecca pulls out her phone and dials a number. Clyde, we're here. Status? You jump when you hear a sudden thud from the side of the car. I'm gonna guess that's Clyde! Oh god, he looks like my character too. God dang it. And the only thing he has that mine doesn't is the big scar. Hey there, buddy. Clyde leans against the window right next to you, closely. You immediately notice his scarred eye. Of course, you're just now remembering. Bonnie told you about the injury before, but you've never actually seen it before now. It seems to be a sensitive subject, which is likely why Bonnie never mentioned it more than once. Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? You chuckle at the joke? It's nice seeing you too, Clyde. Well, may I squeeze in? His voice is rough but warm. It reminds you of a cheap whiskey. Yeah, no problem. You push your bag aside and shimmy to make room for him. Morning, Clyde. Hey, Clyde, how's the grind? Clyde throws himself into the car right next to you. Same old, same old. He waves his hand in dismissal. The car shifts to drive and moves into the road. Yeah, but like, what is the same old? You grifting? Can I get in? Nah, I'm through with all that. Bonnie turns back to look at Clyde. Then, what do you do for, work? Oh, you know. Clyde scratches the back of his neck. Odds and ends. Here and there. Sorta like Red here. Rebecca glares at Clyde through the rearview window. No, not like Red. Don't compare your odds and ends and here and there to the work I do. Clyde chuckles, shrugging off her irritation. You know what I mean. He turns and mouths to you. Jeez, am I right? He gives you a sly wink with his good eye. Despite the awkward exchange, Clyde doesn't break his calm smile. He never does. A silence fills the car. Bonnie coughs. Should you, say something? I am definitely the awkward type to try and fail to break the silence, so we're gonna say something. I don't know what it is gonna be, but we'll say something. You can't bear the silence. Speaking of which, how's work been, Reb? Rebecca's scowl eases. Hard. More things to do every day and less hands to do it with. Mostly car repairs. People see the Knoxville and request my services. And it's summer, so everyone gets inspired and wants house and lawn work done too. So it sounds like you're in paradise. Wouldn't have it any other way. Oh, by the way, when are you gonna come by and fix my sink? I'm getting dehydrated from having to spit shine all my dishes. Reb groans, Clyde chuckles. Please tell me you're joking. Bonnie performs an exaggerated shrug. Anyways, I was gonna take a look during the party tonight. Party? Clyde catches the confusion on your face. Aw, come on, Rukari. Did you really think we weren't gonna throw a little something for you? Everyone's gonna be real happy to see you again, bud. Plus, it's been like weeks since we had to get together. I've been itching to bust out my old dancing shoes. Guys, that's really kind of you. Not too kind. You're gonna help us set up for the party. Boo! Party foul! The guests of honor should not work at their own party, says I. There are no guests of honor here. You get a cut from the earnings tonight. That's my welcome back gift to you. Earnings? You think back to the dozens of block parties organized by the old gang. The whole community is welcome, and they're free to bring their own drinks and snacks. Rebecca takes point at the door, greeting and taking a meager entrance fee. It's usually $2 or $3, but it's a small price to pay for what is guaranteed to be a good evening. Rebecca is as cold as a statue and just as tough. But she gives a sincere and friendly welcome to each person that comes through the door. With Rebecca at the gate, nobody causes trouble and everyone feels safe. Everyone cheers when Bonnie arrives fashionably late, carrying large, colorful duffel bags stuffed with goodies. Brownies and cookies and cake, all in labeled baggies, each made to order in advance. She bakes some extra goodies for her closest friends. There are never leftovers. Several times throughout the night, Clyde makes a pizza run. People carelessly throw bills at Clyde, asking for a slice or 3 or a box or 2. Clyde then disappears from the party for a handful of minutes and returns with a stack of pizzas as tall as himself. Nobody ever questions the source of the food. It's usually freshman culinary students or struggling pizza shop owners. Some words and bills are exchanged, and the chefs of the evening find themselves a little bit wealthier. As the middleman, Clyde walks away from the deal with a nice wad of leftover cash. The drunk partygoers are fed with bountiful and dirt-cheap pizza until they get hungry again in an hour. At the end of the day, everyone pools their cash together and takes their cut. They got it all down to a science. You feel a hand on your lap. You good, bud? You nod. It seems you were zoned out in your memory. Your cut from tonight should be enough to last you for a good bit. If you run short on cash, there's plenty of work to be done. Oh, for sure. Just find me and we can... Rebecca snaps her glare at Clyde through the mirror and growls, showing her teeth. Clyde puts his hands up and chuckles uneasily. Hey, calm down there, Red. I'm just saying. Stop saying. Nobody was asking. Sheesh, you two. Knock it off, both of y'all. Ricari's about to cry. Hilarious, Bonnie. Rebecca pulls the car off the main road and into a residential neighborhood. The street becomes increasingly familiar to you as the car gets further down the road. At last, the car pulls off to the side of the road in front of Bonnie's home. Rebecca shifts the car to park and turns around to face you and Clyde. All right, get out. Bonnie turns and hits Rebecca in the arm with an offended look upon her face. Rebecca sees Bonnie's frustration and clears her throat. Ahem, I mean, you two and Oliver are going to help set up Bonnie's home for the party tonight. Exactly like we used to, you know the drill. Bonnie doesn't change her expression, she just nods in approval of Rebecca's change in tone. Yeah, this definitely has the old friend group that doesn't necessarily know how to fit together vibe to it. Yeah, we got it, boss. Piece of cake. Clyde steps out of the car and struts towards the house without looking back. You grab your bag and exit the car. Ricari? She beckons you closer with a finger. Please don't eat me, Rebecca. You lean into the passenger window to hear her better. 1. Bonnie and I will be back later. I'm escorting her to pick up supplies for her goodies. Bonnie sticks a tongue out and puts up 2 hang 8 gestures. Blech. 2. Clyde is a good guy. He just doesn't do good things. Bonnie opens her mouth to comment, but changes her mind and sits silent. Watch yourself. Bonnie nods. 3. Be careful with Oliver. Her hard stare softens. Things have changed. He's not really himself these days. Just be gentle with him, please. Bonnie has no comment. She just looks down at her lap. A curiosity swells within you, but you suppress it and just nod. Rebecca pulls the car away from the side of the road. The 2 turn the corner, and with that, they're gone. That is a common problem with going back to visit old friends, as you have absolutely no idea how their lives have changed or what's gone, good or bad. You hear a rattle coming from the house. Door's locked. Clyde rattles the handle of the front door and tries forcing it open with his shoulder. Damn. Bonnie didn't leave you her keys, did she? You shake your head and pull out your phone to call Bonnie. Oh, don't worry about that, Ricari. Clyde crouches and messes with some seams on his shoes. He stands up and reveals to you 2 black pen-sized picks. I'd never go anywhere without him. Clyde, what if he's already working the lock before you can finish? Relax, bud. Bonnie's cool with it. She locks herself out of places all the time. Who do you think she calls first? Clyde hums a song to himself as he works the lock. Yes, but we also are aware that Oliver is in a bad way, and you could very well be scaring this poor kid to death that I personally haven't even met yet, and my character should be concerned for. It only takes a few seconds for the bolt on the door to slide, unlocking it. There, was that so bad? Red and Bonnie are busy. We really don't want to disturb them. He does have a point. Reb doesn't take kindly to things getting in her way. Maybe it is for the best you don't bother them. Clyde enters the house, and you follow closely behind. I didn't get a say in this! You could have at least knocked a little harder. Clyde deeply inhales the air of the house. Ah, it's been too long. He looks around as he moves through the living room, moving towards the backyard. You follow along, moving slower as you absorb the memories that still linger in the air of this house. You couldn't begin to count the number of pizza boxes, beer kegs, and brownie batches that have been consumed in this house. Scars on the walls and floors and ceilings tell stories. You were there for lots of them. You see shadows of crowded parties, drunken blurs of colorful dancing and swaying. Lots of swaying. You hear laughter and music. You smell spilt beer and cheap weed. The floor is sticky and grips to the bottom of your shoes. The outlines of old memories and friends dance through the room. You pass through them unseen, like a lost ghost. The laughter becomes quiet, and the smells slowly fade away. Clyde's words cut through what remains of the lingering sounds in your head. We really got our work cut out for us today, huh? The last of the shadows leave your vision, and you're left staring at a lawn. The lawn is untamed. Grass reaches up to your ankles, and wild weeds are peppered all over the place. Aside from the wild growth, the lawn is otherwise spotless. Mow the lawn, arrange seats and a campfire, tiki torches, insecticide everything, take out the decor, and that's just outside. He turns around to face the house. Inside, we need to sweep and mop, clean out the trash, arrange the living room for parties. Damn. At least we got all day. He looks to you and smiles. Well, time to get to work, I suppose. I'll start with the insecticide. You can... 3 faint knocks on the front door of the house interrupt Clyde. Oh, that must be the cavalry. Come in. There's a short silence, and then the door creaks open. Oh, poor guy looks scared. Oliver carefully peeks his head into the house, scanning around the room. Hey, Oliver, come on over here. We were just getting started. Oliver nods and shuffles into the room, closing the door behind him. He walks anxiously, tightly gripping his backpack and looking around the room as he moves. He stops moving when he notices you. Oh, poor baby. Oh, you've got a paint-stained sweatshirt. You're an artsy little fella. And I think you're a possum. Oh, Rukari. I thought you'd be with Rebecca and Bonnie. His words come out light and breathy, almost tired. No, sir. It looks like it's us three cleaning up this place. You notice Oliver staring at you and glance away when your eyes meet. Something wrong, Oliver? Rukari, it's been a long time. You look really grown. Yeah, Rukari, I didn't even want to be the first to say, but you've certainly gotten thicker. What are they feeding you at college? Oliver stammers and waves his hands. Really? You're gonna come at me for that? You wanna go, Clyde? You wanna go? I'll go right now. Let's go. We'll duke it out. Backyard, you and me. No, taller. I meant you're taller now. You're not fat, Rukari. But there's nothing wrong with it if you were. You know what I mean, right? Oliver jumps when Clyde rests his hand on Oliver's shoulder. Relax, kiddo. I'm just screwing with y'all. Okay. He takes a step forward and Clyde's hand falls off Oliver's shoulder and back to his side. You look good, Rukari. I'm happy to see you again. You smile at him. It's good to see you too, Oliver. Oh, he's just a precious little bean. Oliver breaks the silence. We should probably start cleaning. Right. I was just suggesting to Rukari that we start with the insecticide on the lawns. I don't know if you two want to be out there when I start spraying. So how about I work the chemicals and you two work on the insides? It'll give you two time to catch up, too. Oliver nods. Clyde clicks his tongue and heads out the back door towards the shed. You lead the way back inside the house with Oliver following close. Ow. Little bean. So precious. Oh, this is gonna be so awkward so fast. Oliver pulls his backpack around over him and sets it on a nearby couch. He then pulls out a slip of paper from his pocket. Rebecca gave me these instructions, but some of these seem, I don't know. You look down over his shoulder at the notes. All the listed tasks at the top seem clear and reasonable. Clean and put out lawn chairs, scatter trash bags and take out trash, and so on. The tasks towards the bottom are in a bigger and bubblier handwriting. Wash the sheets in master bedroom. Water the spider fern in master bedroom. Scrub the stains out of bathtub. Do we really need to do all this? These seem like Bonnie's chores. I don't know. I think we should do it if it's on Rebecca's list. Rebecca was really clear about these instructions. I'm pretty sure Bonnie's just trying to get us to do her chores. Why would Rebecca care about a spider fern? Does she even know what a spider fern is? I don't even know what a spider fern is. I'm not sure. He falls silent. It looks like it's up to you to decide. Listen, I'm a nice person, but I don't believe in doing nobody else's chores. We are here for one job and one job alone. Sorry, Bonnie, I love you, but I'm not falling for this scam. So we will do Rebecca's chores in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. At least this one is meeting my expectations. It's just a cute, fun, little dating sim kind of game where you meet your old friends and you have a nice time. That's all there is to it. That's all there has to be to it. You don't need to have an entire mystery conspiracy thing going on and weighing you down, right? Right, alrighty. In the meantime, I hope you all have a wonderful month. Enjoy yourselves, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye!